What's up guys, Jim Collect here, back with another video, and today we have the Master Team Leon S. Kennedy from the game Resident Evil 4 Remake. Now this is a figure that I'm really excited to check out. Resident Evil is one of my favourite video game series. No, in fact, it is my favourite video game series, and also it's one of the things I absolutely love to collect in 1/6 form. So guys, without further ado, let's get stuck right into the unboxing. Alright guys, let's get stuck right in. First of all, I really like the presentation that Master Team have put into the box art right here. So obviously you got the silhouette of Leon here, and then you can see the village from the game as well, which I like that they've included that, and the 4 symbol as well, which to me looks a lot like the old 4 symbol, so I kind of like that they've included that as well. Obviously the name of this figure is Leon. It is not an officially licensed figure, so they can't have the official branding, but I do like that they've gone with a name that's not too ridiculous like they sometimes do. More of the same on the side. On the back, you can see the warnings and some of the other information as well. Obviously, the Master Team logo up top. And then just more of the same on the sides. And the tops are pretty much the same as well. Now, we're going to slide this bad boy on out. And these are always harder to do on video than they are anywhere else. And there we go. That's our first quick presentation of Leon. So this is body clip bag wearing reference. Okay, so this is actually really helpful. It gives you a good idea of how all of this should look when it's attached. So I like that they've included that. So well done on there. I feel like Hot Toys could learn from that. And sliding on out. I thought this might be foam, the packaging for this. A lot of third parties seem to opt for foam, but this is a lot more of a Hot Toys clamshell presentation. All right, so there we go. So we've got our first tray here. Let's pop this on off. And we've got a quick look at Leon. Now, he does come with 2 head sculpts, which is really cool to see. And we do have this tray of accessories. Now, I've owned the Damtoys figures, and those come with a whole host of accessories. And I don't think this is light on accessories by any stretch of the word, but it definitely doesn't come with as much. But then it does have a much lower price tag. So obviously you've got his shotgun as well. You've got his pistol. You've got the handy flashlight. I now have quite a few of these. You get one with all the Damtoys figures as well. And you've got his watch and then the various pouches and stuff that we have to assemble on the figure. We also have to, God, this is like an in-art figure, the amount of stuff you have to like actually put on yourself. Obviously we've got his holster as well here. What is this? Not sure what this is, guys, so we'll have to come back to this in a little bit. It's probably in the posing section. And then you've got more bits to attach as well. So you've got his knife, which is nicely done. So they are nicely done, these accessories. I do like how they look. Nice sheen on the blade. Obviously they are all plastic, but it clips into this quite nicely and unclips as well. So that's good. And this does just look like the same ones that we have on the Damtoys figures, although they are officially licensed, so there's a little bit of a difference there. And obviously this is Resident Evil 4 and not Resident Evil 2. Let's have a quick look at the head sculpt here, the alternate head sculpt. So these, from what I've seen in photos, actually look pretty decent. And there you go, there is that first head sculpt that we have. And I have to say, I do think it looks quite nice. Likeness to Leon is pretty good. His nose might be off slightly. There is a bit of distress and damage on this one as well, which is nice to see. The sculpt on the hair is pretty good. And I do like the eyes as well. Obviously, this isn't... I don't believe this is... You can take that off. It does have a moving eye system. Interesting. I completely forgot that it had that. How'd you get to that? You have to pop this out. Okay, so yeah, alright, totally lied. So it does have a moving eye system. I completely forgot it had one of those. That's how long ago I pre-ordered this. So that's really cool. I do like that we're seeing a lot more rolling eye systems, so I'm glad they included that. That's a happy little surprise. I can't believe I forgot that that came with it. I have no idea if I've accessed this, as I should do either. This obviously clips on a magnet here, and then it just pops back on. Oh, that's quite nicely done as well. That feels like good quality. I do like that. He does come with a whole host of hands. Before we go through the figure, which feels heavy, by the way, let's have a quick look at those. All right, so these are all the hands that he comes with, and they're really nicely done. I like how they've turned out. You can see obviously he comes with a couple of fisted hands, he comes with a couple of relaxed hands on the figure, shooting hands over here, a gesturing hand as well, which I quite like, and then a couple other holding hands. So this is obviously going to be his shotgun holding hand here. But the details in these is really nice. They've done good work on the gloves. It does look like a real glove material, and you can even see some wrinkling and such in the on the thumb and the fingers. So nicely done there. Obviously it loses a little bit on the fingernails, but this is good. Considering, guys, this is not a fully licensed product. This is nice attention to detail. So I'm really happy with this so far. But let's check out the most important feature, which is, of course, the figure himself. So he comes nicely wrapped with a bit of styrofoam. That's cool. Let's get this plastic off. And there we go. That is Leon. Got my microphone tangled up in him. And there we are. That is the figure in all of his glory, guys. I'm really liking what I've seen before. I'm really liking what I've seen so far. I think this looks really nice. Obviously, he's in a bit of an unnatural position right now. But all in all, this is a really good looking figure. It's a fully silicone body, so you'll get a lot of good posability out of this. This head sculpt is also quite nice, although I do think I prefer this head sculpt here. I think it's got a little bit more life and just looks a little bit nicer than this one, although they are both strong. I mean, the fact that you get two alternate head sculpts on this release is pretty damn good anyway, to be honest. I wish we saw more of that with other companies. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But yeah, this is really nice to see. Obviously, this has a moving eye system as well that we've just seen. The coat feels nicely made. Now, it's a material. It's not a pleather, which I'm glad, because obviously it's meant to be like a sheepskin jacket. And it looks to me like a real good representation of the game, which is really nice to see as well. I think the coloration looks about right as well on the jacket, which is good to see. You got all the details through here. It looks like it will hold up. It doesn't look too ridiculously puffy on the figure. Like if you look at how it compares to the video game representation, I think this looks quite nice. And it's just weird to feel that silicone body everywhere as well. And he is fully siliconed with abs and everything, which is good to see. And of course, like I said, you'll get good range of motion, good bend on that knee as well. Good bit of ankle movement, but not too much. And a double bend on that elbow as well. So you can do quite a lot with him. And of course, he'll have a lot of torso movement and ab crunch and all of that good stuff. So he's going to look really nice. Yes, I'm really enjoying this figure, guys. I think he looks absolutely fantastic and he feels well made. Now, I don't think anything else is in here. So these are the straps that we're going to have to attach to him in just a moment. He comes with a pretty basic base, but it does say Leon S. Kennedy with the 4 logo. And again, it's the old 4 logo. I really like that they've kept that in there. That's really nice. And he does come with a flight pole, and I've just broken my box. But he does come with a flight pole as well, which is a nice one. This looks very similar to the ones that I saw on the Silent Hill figures from Iconic Studios. And this is obviously what this is for then. So this is obviously the grabber, the waist grabber. And this is such a weird, okay, cool, yep. So yeah, this is definitely the waist grabber. It unfurls like this. This is a weird mechanism. I haven't seen one like this before. But there we go. That is everything he comes with, guys. So what we're going to do now is we're going to whack him into some poses and we're going to give a final thoughts on him. Here he is, all posed up, and I've got him in a bit of a basic pose here with his shotgun and in the jacket. And guys, I'm going to say straight off the bat, the jacket is my preferred way to display this piece. No doubt at all. It looks amazing on the figure. I think they did a good job tailoring wise to make it not look like it was oversized and a bit awkwardly fitting on the figure. That happens a lot with 1/6 scale figures and jackets, especially jackets like this. But you can see here the detail on the sheepskin jacket is amazing. And even the wool collar looks really realistic, which I really like to say. And again, you can see it fits quite a lot like it does on the video game. It's a bit different from the original Resident Evil 4, the jacket that they had in the remake, but I think this is an absolutely superb representation of it as well, and I do like how it's turned out. Now, a couple of things I found a bit annoying about this figure straight away is you do have to attach these bits here, so the pouches on his legs and of course the belt, they all need to be attached, which is similar to the Damtoys figures and most in-art figures, but I found it a bit of a faff and it kind of detracts from the unboxing experience in my opinion. But all in all, he looks great in this pose. You can also pose him quite well, so I've got him in this pose here, which is really difficult to do on non-silicone bodies. We've also got the more stoic basic head sculpt on here, which is not my favorite of the two, but it does do a really good job, and the moving eye system really helps to make this figure look a lot more lifelike and realistic, which is great to see. But I really do like that pose. Now we've got him here in an unjacketed pose in kind of with his knife. I feel like this pose works quite well because he uses the knife a lot more in the game, in the remake, than he did in the original, and it plays a huge part in this game as a mechanic. And this is a really nice pose. Again, you can see the silicone arms lend a lot of realism. We've also got the alternate head sculpt, which I like because there's a lot more emotion and a lot more drama kind of on his face. So I feel like you can do a lot more action poses with that head sculpt. Now the harness fits pretty loosely on this figure, but it does look quite nice. Although I do wish we had things we could kind of fill in the pockets there. But all in all, this is a fantastic pose that you can pull off with Leon. Okay, so I went to do a bit of a size comparison because he felt a little bit underscaled, and he is compared to the Damtoys. Whether they're overscaled, I'm not too sure, but you can see here he's definitely shorter than the Damtoys Leon, and unfortunately he is also shorter than the Damtoys Ada. So if you wanted to pair these two off, you might want to take a heels off and just bear that in mind, that he does look a bit like a short king here. And here he is next to Nemesis. Now, obviously, this is kind of a what-if pose. This doesn't happen in the game, but I thought it'd be interesting to see how he stacks up next to a BOW, and the scaling is quite nice here. So guys, that about wraps up our unboxing and review of this video. So my rating for this is going to be a solid 8 out of 10. I think they did an absolutely stellar job on the tailoring. The silicone body allows you to pull off some really incredible poses, and also all of the accessories of this are really nicely done, and he stands out on the shelf. A couple of points off because he doesn't scale quite as well with other Resident Evil figures that you may have in the collection, which, to be honest, if you're just collecting Resident Evil 4 and you're not too worried about Resident Evil 2, that won't be a big subtraction for you anyway, because he does pose up quite nicely with the other Master Team Resident Evil figures. So guys, as always, this is Jim Collector. Thanks for stopping by and checking out another video, and I hope to see you guys again very soon.